I've probably been interested in health and healthy diet and that sort of thing for a long time. But one of the main books that started me really looking at changing my diet was one of Dr. McDougall's books. It was, I believe, the 12-day book that I got about 2000. I think I got it in 2000 and started reading it. And very good information. So I started practicing some of it. I went on a bet with my brother and we started practicing this together. But then I fell off the wagon. I thought that I missed meat, that I had to have meat, that sort of thing. And then about 3.5, 4 years ago, I started having more physical difficulties, not major stuff. It wasn't like I, had a major medical condition, but I started having problems with reflux. So even standing, I would get reflux. Like, how can you get reflux standing? And leg cramps, and for a while I thought, do I have a blood clot in my leg? It would hurt so much. My joints all started hurting. My ankles, my knees, it almost seemed every single joint would hurt. Headaches, I get migraines and tension headaches. I would get the stomach, what I thought of as stomach flu, and other people would say stomach flu, and I must have gone at least once or twice a year. I would get bronchitis every year, and it would go on for 6 weeks, and I don't know how many times my doctor would put me on an antibiotic for the bronchitis. About 3.5 years ago, I went through a cheese binge, where literally I ate cheese every single day for about 2 months, 2.5 months, 3 months. And I put weight on and my cholesterol went way up. And I'm from Canada, so in our numbers, it would probably be, I think it's over, it's over 5.96 in the numbers that you use. It was over 200. It was about 205 because I did the math just for interest. So it was up to a not healthy level. So I thought, okay, I better do something. So I went back to reading Dr. McDougall's books and looking at, and also Dr. Bernard's and other things, and started looking at, okay, change the diet to a plant-based, starch-based diet. And since then, I've lost some weight. I was never very overweight, but I'm probably down in the last 4 years, 20 pounds. I don't get bronchitis any longer. I'm the oldest person on the team that I work on, and I get sick much less than anybody else on the team, even people into their 30s. I don't have the reflux. Very rare do I ever get that. Certainly when I'm eating healthy, my bowel problems are gone. I don't get the leg cramps. I do have arthritis. I've got arthritis in my knee and my shoulder because my doctor did do the x-rays for that. So I do have mild arthritis, but I don't get problems in those joints. If I have problems, it's in another shoulder that it's because I'm doing something dumb or I'm not stretching or whatever. So I don't have any of the problems from the arthritis. I very seldom get headaches any longer. And I don't get what would be the stomach flu. I don't get the food poisoning where you've got the vomiting, diarrhea. I don't get that. Other people on the team may get it, but I just don't. So it's really made a major difference for me. Mild things, they're not big. I don't have cancer and I don't have heart disease, but it really has made a major difference. But I certainly find it much easier to maintain my weight on a starch-based diet. I do. Trying to do calorie counting, I can do that for a little while and then I go off, okay? But a healthy starch-based, plant-based diet, I find much easier to stay on. And if you use some spices and, fresh herbs, it's very tasty. It's not flat. People think what can you have, pasta? I don't eat a huge amount of pasta. Salads, I don't eat a lot of salads. I eat more of the starches. I would say I'm much more what Dr. McDougall says of it being starch-based. Yes, more of my diet is starch. And that's easy. A baked potato, one of my easiest meals, quickest meals that my husband really likes is baked potato, cooked vegetables, salsa, and hummus. You just layer it. You've got super easy, tasty, and you can salsa, antipasto, whatever you want to put on it. There's some very easy, healthy, tasty meals there that are quick. They're much quicker than cooking a piece of chicken. A piece of chicken takes you, what, 45 minutes to cook in the oven? I don't know, it's been a few years. I mean, potato takes what, 7 minutes? In a microwave, it's a huge potato, a few minutes for the veggies. Much faster. If you want fast food, you know, a starch-based diet is much faster than other ones. One of the reasons I stay on it is partly health, is I don't want to get these things again, but the environment and the animals, what our diet does to the environment and the animals, how atrocious the factory farms and the dead zone in the Gulf of Mexico, that's really what keeps me on it. I think I probably might forget that it has a major physical effect, that health-wise it really has made me much healthier, but I probably could forget that because our society is so much into don't eat gluten and don't eat potatoes, carbohydrates make you fat, all of that. So I probably would forget because of the push from what we hear in the news. But it's really the animals and the environment that keeps me on more of the straight and narrow.